everybody, my name is Laura Pearson and I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International, and I am so excited to be sharing this business opportunity with you, so thank you for taking the time to sit down and watch this video. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as I can because I know we're all very busy, but please get in touch with me if there's any questions that you have at the end of the video, as I'm sure you all have lots. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I actually worked with children and travelled for a few years before I decided to go back to university as a mature student, and I studied health and wellbeing, which I absolutely loved. And then not long after I finished my my final exams, I got pregnant with my fiance and I had a baby and it was lovely, and I decided I wanted to stay home with my daughter and not return to any job. But our financial situation meant that, and also honestly, for my own kind of sanity, I wanted to find something that I could do at home. And so I looked around and somebody approached me about Arbonne, and I kind of was like, oh, you know, that sounds nice, but not really for me, and blew them off a bit. And then after a few months of finding nothing else that even came close to offering what Arbonne could offer in terms of, you know, financial and time freedom, I came back and jumped right in, and that was nearly a year ago, which is just, oh, I can't believe how quickly that year has gone. But I've actually recently had a kind of wake-up call about Arbonne, which is why I'm so excited about it right now, which was, it goes without saying that I love my daughter to bits. I mean, she is amazing, but she is a real kind of force of nature, which makes her hilarious and also, you know, so we'd had one of those days where she was, you know, throwing food at you, and all parents know you get these days sometimes. Everything's a battle. She won't put on a coat, she won't put on her shoes, you know, whining, Anyway, and I just thought, oh, do you know what, I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with this anymore. It's too hard, because being a stay-at-home mum has been the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, or being a mother, full stop, whether you're stay-at-home or not. I thought, I'm going back to work. You can go into a nursery. So I went upstairs and I actually started looking for jobs that I could do, and I found a few that seemed all right. But very quickly, I mean, within 5 minutes, I had this overwhelming gut feeling that, no, I'm not doing that. And I'll tell you why that is. Yes, I could take a job and I could put my daughter in nursery and I would earn whatever amount that I earned. I don't have the potential to earn a lot of money, but even if you do, you end up working long hours trying to cram my whole relationship with my kid and my whole relationship with my partner and my whole social life into the weekend and a few hours in the evening. And you kind of get into the cycle of, you know, needing to keep your job, to keep your life, and this rat race. And I could do that, and we could save up money and we could go on a nice holiday every year, and we could buy a bigger car and a bigger house if that's what we felt we needed, you know, in the future. But I am just not prepared for my life to be that ordinary, and I'm not prepared to give up so much of my time to do a job that doesn't really excite me, and to take me away from my child to be doing something that I'm not that interested in and I'm not that passionate about. And it really was a huge wake-up call for me, because I want my life to be extraordinary. You know, I do. And people don't really have the guts to say this, but most of us, we want our life to be full. Whatever it is that you want in your life, full of travelling or full of adventures or full of love and laughter and time and fun and holidays and whatever it is that you want your life to be full of, most people are settling for so much less than they want. And I feel so, I can't even explain to you how grateful I feel that I have Arbonne. Because Arbonne is the vehicle that is going to make my life exactly what I want, and is going to allow me to make my life extraordinary. And so when I had this wobble and I thought, it's too hard, I can't do it, you know, take me back to what's safe and easy, it was very quick that I realised, no, that's not the life you want, Laura, and it's worth working hard for a few years to get the rest of your life off and have an extraordinary life. So that is why I'm sitting in front of you now, even more excited about Arbonne than I was a few months ago. Because it is just the most amazing opportunity. So let me stop rambling and tell you a little bit about Arbonne. So it is a health and wellness company that was founded nearly 40 years ago by a man called Peter Morg, and he had a vision that he wanted to create pure, safe and beneficial products for us all to use. So we now sell over 500 products. We're in numerous countries around the world, and we're going through a huge global expansion at the moment. It's a really, really exciting time. And he wanted to create products that were not only good for us as consumers to use them and didn't contain lots of nasty chemicals that many of the products that we use do, but also good for the environment and also good for the animals that we're using, that we share this planet with. So you can see I just had to pause there and get a little sidekick to join me. So how does it actually work? So most of us are using consumable products every day, but we're buying them from the high street, and I'm talking just shampoos and conditioners and maybe body washes and makeup, things like that. When we buy them from the high street, we're actually paying for a big process that we don't really see. So there's a lot that happens between the manufacturing of the product and us buying it in the shop. We're talking like celebrity endorsements and paying big overrides to be on the high street. We're talking TV adverts and things like that. But also what happens is that the CEOs at the top of the company are getting £1 million bonuses every year, and the person that's actually serving you and helping you is probably on close to minimum wage. So what Arbonne does is it actually is a much more fair and equal playing field. So the person that's actually helping you is the one that gets the money in their team, which is great. I think it's a lot more equal and a lot more what economies should be, and not such a big division of wealth. So then to build your business, what you do is you build up your clients and you talk to them about making the changes in their purchasing to products that are better for them, better for the environment and better for the animals, and the benefits that this can have to their life. And then you also get people on your team who want to do the same thing, and they want to help teach other people how to make these changes to their lives. So what this is called is network marketing, and basically what happens is we all have a network, and just like if we went to see an amazing movie, we would say to people, guys, you have to go and see this movie, it's fantastic. It works in exactly the same way. So we're just recommending things that we love to people in our networks. And then what's great about it is that you then get other people in your team and they recommend things to their networks. And so it goes on and on and on. So let me talk a little bit about how the structure of the business works, because there are 4 levels, only 4 levels of promotion in Arbonne. The third level is called the Mercedes-Benz level, and this is where you get an allowance every month to pay for your Mercedes-Benz. So that's very exciting. And it roughly takes about 2 years to get there, and at that salary, the average salary at that stage is I think about £46,000. And then to get to the top level of the company, that's the national vice president, average it takes just over 3 years to get there, and you're earning about, the average is £200,000. So for me, it's like, okay, what would your life be like if you don't do this? For me, this is the question that I asked myself recently. If I don't do this, in 3 years' time, what's going to have changed about my life? And this is the question that I want you to ask yourself. Are you happy with where you are now? And are you happy if nothing changes? Because in 2 years, you could be earning £46,000 a year by only working part-time. So as you can see, I've had to pause again for Jimmy to come up and get there. And so, listen, if this video is going to tell you anything, it's that no matter how busy that you are, you can fit Arbonne into your life. That's what's so amazing about it. Even though it gets disrupted all the time and it's all chaos, my life's chaos and I'm still managing to make it work. So I promise you, you can too. What's so great about Arbonne is that it fits in just with your life. So you could take 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, and you can build a massive business by doing that, which I just think is incredible. So it's perfect for those people who feel really, really busy. And Arbonne attracts the people that are the busiest in the world, because what happens is people join Arbonne to give themselves more freedom, more financial and more time freedom. So it really is one of those cases, like I was saying before, that, what's going to change in your life if you keep on doing the same thing? And will you be happy if nothing changes in the next 3 to 5 years, say? And if you're not going to be happy, isn't it worth working hard for a few years in order to make huge change to your life and have the life that you've always dreamed of? Don't you think that you deserve that? Don't you think your family deserve that? So I really want you to think about that and get in touch with me if you have any questions, like I said. But I'm sorry that this video was a bit chaotic, but you know what? That's life, and that's the joy of this business, is that it fits in with your life. So all the best, and please get in touch, and I'd love to speak to you and hear what your thoughts are. All right, big loves, bye.